Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, YouTube. How are we doing today? It is June 6th, 2025. And we got another major, I guess you would consider a major presentation going on here shortly with the Summer Games Fest or Summer Game Fest. Uh, you know what? It'd probably be a good idea to update that title card so I can have it reflect. There we go. Summer Game Fest. I got it updated. Way to fix the problems on the fly. How's everybody doing? I'm Nash Thunderclap, and I will be spending the next supposedly, and if I'm not mistaken, 2 hours reacting to all the game announcements that are going to be made today on the Summer Games Fest. I still have a working theory that Death Stranding 2 will take up an entire hour devoted just to Death Stranding 2. And then mixed in there the appreciation of Hideo Kojima. Get all that mixed in there as well. It'll be an all kinds of love fest for it. Of course, I am joking. Oh my God, I'm looking at the chat right now on YouTube, and Jesus, it is all over the place. A little bit more all over the place than I saw with the state of play from Sony back on Tuesday, Wednesday. No, Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? I can't remember now. I think it was Wednesday. Yeah, and pretty much the reactions to that one was very lackluster, to say the least. Take my glasses off. Sorry, that glare is bothering me. It was very lackluster to say the least. I know after I've reviewed my notes and everything, there wasn't anything in there that was that really hyped me up other than let's see, the Token Fighting Souls, the Marvel fighting game without the Capcom, basically Marvel versus Capcom without Capcom, which I'm sure we'll probably see a little bit more on that today. And then the Mortal Kombat collection, only because I like old school Mortal Kombat, and it's going to be a jam packed collection, a lot of classic titles, which you could already play now if you do an emulation, but with netcode and online play, that'll breathe a little bit of life back into these old titles. As I sip my coffee, which I will be doing periodically. But I mean, overall, nothing major. They had a little blip about Ghost of Yotoi, which they will do a full state of play on that in July. Because that's what they've been doing with that, and I've noticed somebody did bring it up. They keep pushing that back. The last couple of times that they've brought it up, it's like, oh well, we'll have more details later. We'll have more details later, which tells me that they either um, they're scrambling to get this to where it needs to be for the holidays, or they've had to go in and make changes. But we all know that Sony themselves were super surprised by the title because they thought it was going to be Ghost of Tsushima 2, and clearly Sony has no clue on what's the goings on at their studios. If that was a surprise to them, I mean, their focus right now is live services, and we know how well that's going for them right now. But as far as rumors and predictions, because the Summer Game Fest is so broad and encompassing, so broad, and I'm trying to use big words here. I don't know how to say, but as far as like it's going to cover games that will be multi-platform, maybe a few exclusives to consoles or PC. It's a wide array. I just didn't think that it was worth it just to kind of I just didn't think it was kind of worth it to go over any kind of predictions or anything like this because honestly, I don't have any predictions. I didn't really have any predictions for the Sony stream either. So this will be a first look reactionary. I'm sure we'll see some stuff that's already been announced. We'll see some new stuff. I will say this, and I'm starting to adopt this for everybody. And this is a good kind of thing to stick to when it comes to games. These games and game announcements, take them with a pinch of salt. You can get hyped, but don't expect something amazing until it comes out. Because we are living in a world now where bait and switch is very prominent. You don't know what you're going to get. It may look good, then it comes out as crap because of one thing or another. Either gameplay or the people involved shouldn't be getting involved in stuff like that. Um, and it just ends up, and especially more so now with we are officially in the age of the $80 game with Mario Kart World. Officially in the age of Mario Kart World. And that's actually a good question for anybody if they're in the chat or if they're going to watch this later in the comments. Did you get a Switch 2? And what do you think of the Switch 2? Um, da, da, da. I'm gonna have to take a look at something here in a second. Sorry. As well as some of you know, gotta take a look at this real quick. Okay. Okay, so I just got to figure out. I'm next week. I am. Yeah, I'll look that up. All right, sorry about that. New job and everything, getting some final confirmations before I get started. So, like, I will be leaving here Monday morning. Yay, yay. All right. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the Switch 2. So, any thoughts on the Switch 2 already? I've played around with it so far. I've had a good day with it. Mario Kart World is fun. It's not $80 fun, I'll tell you that, but it is very, very fun. Been playing a bunch of it. Um I actually played against another streamer. They had no idea I was a streamer. They were just putting up their friend code and the room code to join in, and they had fun playing against a YouTuber. Um but overall, just kind of really playing with it. It is it's really an up it's an upgrade, excuse me, it's an upgraded Switch 1. I mean, if you want to call it a Switch Pro, I mean that is going to be the best way to call it. It's a Switch. It's the Switch Pro. That's what it is. Um I haven't played any other games on it yet. I haven't tried any other Switch games on it to see how that looks on there. But I'll give it, hey, got a good weekend, so we're going to give it a good little shot on that. I'm going to go ahead and, let's see. Let me press this. That's nothing. That I still need to update this. So we're just going to go ahead and flip it over to this screen. And I guess they were doing a sound test. We're gonna put it on mute for right now, and because we've got about a little over 2.5 minutes before we get started on it, um, but I've got the entire weekend to kind of mess around with stuff. I will say, I'll go ahead and say now, tonight after the stream, and it's like I said, 2 hours. It's supposed to be 2 hours, so it'll probably end at 6 p.m. Central. at 7 p.m. Central. I will be on Kick and Twitch, and we will be doing some more Gears of War Judgment tonight because I need to kind of get that finished out before my trip. And my trip, I will be doing remote streams on my trip, so stay tuned for that. Lots of fun, but there are also videos. Apparently, the system's already been hacked. I saw a video of somebody trying to use the MIG switch, and it does not work on it. But it doesn't brick the system. It just doesn't work. And I also have a couple of questions too myself, like some of these portable, and I'm not talking about the ones that you buy, the docks, like the portable kind of like dock cables that are just cables that'll do HDMI. I wonder if those work, because a lot of times those cables are pretty much just cables that have a split, so to go between the system and power source. So I'm curious to see if the power source be connected to that, will it go through? And a lot of times those cables will do at least up to 1080. So I do it, but Nintendo's put a bunch of fear as far as the whole bricking thing. Excuse me. I don't know if I want to try it or not, but we will see. All right, we got a little over 30 seconds to get ready, so we're going to go ahead and blow this up, and then we're going to unmute it. But there might be periods of the stream where if there is a heavy amount of copyright music, I will mute it. I'm surprised enough that I only got one copyright claim on the Sony one, and it was towards the middle of the stream. So, you know, you would think these things would be stream friendly, but they don't care about the rest of us. They only want to do their thing. So, go ahead and blow that up to full screen. And let me see if, yeah, I figured out something new every day. All right, let's get started. Content to some viewers might find offensive. Okay.
Please welcome to the stage the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
But not the creator of the real Game Awards. Not at all. I don't know if it's the lights or those shoes, but man, those warm shoes.
I love the energy. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Summer Game Fest, a showcase to celebrate what's new and next in video games. Now, every year, we have the distinct honor of coming together to spotlight the boundless creativity that defines our industry. Thank you all for joining us and giving us your time. And special thanks to Dante. I was reading my feed this morning and saw that he canceled a date, and he hopes I don't disappoint him. Dante, we're going to do our best to make it worth your while. We have a really fun show ahead. Over the next 2 hours, we're going to give you a whirlwind tour of dozens of games from studios big and small. From Lego bricks to puppets, zombies to Marvel heroes, this show has a little bit of everything, including, yes, some brand new game announcements. Gotta have some of those.
Oh yeah, and because of the size and the length of this, I am not taking any notes.
Just how dynamic our industry has become.
If I do a recap in the end, I will definitely forget something. Yeah, I'll only talk about the stuff
so
that'll
far in 2025 by units, according to Game Discover Co. Lots of great games. Now the list includes beloved franchises.
Oh well, you know what? I don't see.
Number one with over 13
oh no, where's Assassin's Creed Shadows?
Is Repo, a groundbreaking indie game crafted by a passionate team of just 10 people at SemiWork in Uppsala, Sweden. And closely trailing it is Schedule 1 from TVGS, a solo developer in Australia. It's inspiring that these indie creations stand side by side with heavyweights like Monster Hunter Wilds and the Oblivion remake.
Not surprised Civilization 7 is on the list because as much pushback they got about the historical figures on the game, It's Civ
They might
and
get some
Civ
nominations at
Cells.
the end of the year. We're not there yet. But it is a monumental achievement, earning the highest user Metacritic score ever recorded for a game, all from a team of under 30 developers who bravely stepped away from big publishers to forge their own path. One thing is clear.
Expedition
With digital
33.
distribution and engines like Unreal, today's most innovative projects increasingly emerge from outside the traditional publisher system. And that's something to celebrate. But with more than 18,000 games released on Steam just last year, more than double from 2020, the challenge now is discovery. And that's precisely why events like Summer Game Fest, our partner showcases happening all weekend long, and initiatives like the Steam Next Fest are so essential. These events help remarkable games, big and small, find their audiences. And hopefully, if you're watching this show, you'll discover your next favorite game. So, in that spirit, let's kick things off with a game from an independent studio who is thinking very big. In 2017, 4 developers broke away from AAA publishers to chart their own course. Today, they're a thriving independent studio of 30 creators. And what you're about to see is a powerful testament to what passion, freedom, and a small, dedicated team can achieve. Let's take a look at our first new game announcement.
Okay, let's do it.
You think you're the Harbinger. You might be.
Yeah, we got to put in. I'm glad they gave us the heads up on the copyrighted music. Now, it's gonna be another Souls type game. They were going to. I thought they were going to do the Morgan Schwarzenegger bro fist thing, handshake. Oh wow! Oh no! Okay, I can't. Already, it's not giving those vibes.
Till you fail. Then what? You're no god. But neither.
So it's almost like it's getting where it's kind of hard to tell what's a Soulsborne game is or not. But I mean, this doesn't have any kind of inclination of that. But then again, I could be wrong. Mortal Shell 2. Huh. Have I got Mortal Shell? I may have to take a look at the first one then.
All right, didn't that look great? Well, we got lots more to come. But right now, the end, the Nexus War, Galactus Fight, or even live at Risky Reels. Over the years, Fortnite has innovated with mass-scale live in-game events. And tomorrow, Fortnite is set to do it again across console, PC, and phones. The Death Star's super laser is charged and ready to decimate the Battle Royale island. But there's still hope. You and your friends can join the fight. Here's the first exclusive look at what you'll be part of tomorrow in the brand new live event, Death Star Sabotage.
All right, what is this?
Bad feeling about this.
Hit him with everything you've got.
Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central.
Jonesy. All right.
All right, I'm
Right
willing
now,
to
it is
give.
an
I'm willing
honor
to check
welcome
that
to Summer
out.
Game Fest, a legendary game creator who is set
Oh,
to release
Saturday.
his latest
Cool.
project in just a few short weeks. With each of his games, he pushes the gaming medium in bold new directions.
I'm pretty sure that was more of an advertisement
than
than anything than an actual game announcement.
Please, everyone, join me in welcoming the great Mr. Hideo Kojima.
Ah, what did I say? What did I say? What did I say? All right, for the next hour, it's Death Stranding 2 on the beach.
Aki, great to see you. Mr. Kojima, here we are. The world tour begins at Summer Game Fest. It's great to have you here. We are so excited for DS2. So let me ask you, Mr. Kojima, you've worked for many years on this project. What do you hope players take away from DS2 when they play it later this month?
DS1 が出た後にコロナになったの
Well,
で、
we hit the pandemic after
まあ
we released
僕ら皆さ
DS1.
ん、コロナを体験したと思うので
Everyone experienced
When he
that.
goes and has dinner with this dude, does he have to bring the translator with
I
him?
wanted to
それをも
show
う一度ゲー
something
ムをプレイし
new
ながら、
connection
考えていただきたいと
after
思い
we
ます。
faced the pandemic. So I want everyone you to think about that when you play this game.
Okay, well, talking about playing the game, it's coming out later this month.
Yeah,
but
he
right
is-
now, I know you prepared
he
a
is wearing
special
some
exclusive
yellow-ass
clip
shoes.
for SGF. Let's take a look at this.
はい、
Now, we are going to get Ape Escape in Snake Eater. Are we going to get something equally as goofy in this? You'd be okay. You took your courses. No sexual harassment. No sexual harassment.
Welcome. Have a seat.
Don't make a comment about her legs. But yeah, okay. Here. Don't ask her if she likes to party with other women.
No smoking, please.
Oh shit, well I thought I was in the 1980s. I'm sorry.
So you are Neil Varner.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? For living?
Well,
I'm a porter.
I have the largest nose in my neighborhood.
So thank you. We're good for the day.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, I made it.
Neil,
So close. No, don't come closer.
What?
so you made it then.
Sorry.
You really don't remember me.
No, I didn't initiate this.
The girl. You're alive.
Oh, no, I didn't initiate. No, I initiate.
Stop. 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 Stop.
So much mystery. Well, that was a clip from the game, a cutscene. We saw a first glimpse of Neil and Lucy, and we met them in the trailer back at South by Southwest, but we got a little bit more of them here. Tell us a little bit more about this clip and the characters of Neil and Lucy.
DS2 で非常に重要なキ
In
ャラクターです。
It's a very important character,
ニールとルーシ
Neil
ー。
and
で、
Lucy.
まあちょっと詳しくは言えませんけ
I
ど、
can't really say because there'll be spoilers.
手にカニ座の刻印が
You
2人ある
saw the cancer mark on both of their
すごい
hands
深いつながりがあって
So they have
これが
this
物語に
deep
大き
connection
く関わってきます。
and
で
reveals
前回
throughout the
クリ
story.
フっていう人気キャラクターがい
And
ま
last
したけ
time
ど
on
マツさんがや
DS1,
って
we have Cliff,
で
who was
物
played
語
by
的には
Max.
彼はもういなくな
And
っ
of
たの
course,
で
by story,
まあ 2では出せ
he
ない
will not be in
で今回
DS2.
ニールっていうのが
But
マ
this
ツさ
time,
んの代わりというか
Neil
その
will
同
be
じような
like
役割を担って
playing like the role that
登場
Max
します
did for DS2
で
this
まあ、クリ
time.
フすごい人気あったので、
And Cliff was a very
まあ
popular
クリフを超えるようなキャラクターを作ろうとして、まあ、
we have to kind of like top that character. So Luca Marinetti was a great actor, and I think it was great. He did a great performance, so I think you'll like this new character, Neo, too. Well, the game's going to be out in 20 days, so I'm not going to give any spoilers, you know. That's
I know.
what I brought today.
Oh,
But
20
there is
days? It's
more
going to
to
be out that
share,
fast?
And you won't have to wait very long to learn more about the game. Actually, this Sunday, as part of Summer Game Fest, you tune into the DS2 live game premiere, where Hideo will be joined by many members of the cast. He'll be sharing a new demo of the game, live gameplay demo, alongside Elle Fanning and Troy Baker, and I'll be there hosting it. And let's just say this is not the last that you've seen of Neil this weekend, and we'll leave it at that.
ニールのゲームプレイシーンっていうの
Yes,
を出し
I'll
ます
show you
ので
the gameplay scene of
見
Neo.
に来てください。
So hope you enjoy. Will join us Sunday too.
Excellent. All right.
Oh, so they're
thank
gonna
you so
devote
much.
an
Hideo
entire
Kojima,
day
everyone.
of
Great to
that.
see you, Mr. Kojima. Thank
Oh
you.
boy. So I was wrong. Not
All
been the
right,
first
and
time.
now I'd like to introduce my co-host for Summer Game Fest. She's along for the party, a veteran games journalist on GameSpot and the co-host of the Friends Per Second podcast. Please join me in welcoming the incredible Lucy James.
I was about to think. When he said journalist, I'm like, well, Alyssa McCronte. That would have been hilarious.
Thanks, Jeff, and hello, Summer Game Fest. I am so excited to be here this year. Thank you for having me. Now, we are honored to reveal an exciting new project from Raw Power Games, a new team headquartered in Copenhagen, Denmark. Here, you can engage in intense combat, fight for land, glory, and legacy, and lead massive armies into epic-scale battles, as narrated by actor Tom Hardy.
Oh, please let it be Tom Hardy with the super thick English accent.
So the priests tell us. So the Lord commands. But ambitious men do not listen. I sought no war.
Oh, it's the medieval times. You can tell by the bowl
War
cuts.
found me. I became like them. I took up the sword, prayed I could win redemption through my deeds. But some paths, once taken, have only one ending. I shall find no peace. On this road, there is only death. But that's just my story.
All right. Sometimes you got to be careful because you don't know what the
Go write your own.
pre-rendered or what is in game, and that looks in game. Basic title. Theme. Only.
That was a very cool new project in a brutal European medieval world. Now it's time to hang on to the edge of tomorrow. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is a thrilling new entry in the legacy of racing action games within the Sonic franchise. Crossworlds brings other worlds and familiar faces to Sonic Racing, including surprise guest characters being revealed here at SGF for the first time.
Oh, let's see. None of it's Mario. I mean, how well is this going to do? We just had Mario Kart World come out. You know, all I ever hear is these are good games, but I mean, I don't know how well they sell compared to Mario Kart. Now, compared to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, oh yeah, no, they couldn't touch it because that game was like in the top 10s like every year that Switch system was out. Humans in a hedgehog world? Ridiculous. All right, so that's the Sonic game for the year.
Coming in September, but that is not all.
No.
We'd like to introduce the man behind the creation of everyone's favorite blue hedgehog, Takashi Iizuka.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm honored to be here to talk about our latest Sonic Racing game. Sonic Racing Cross World is the next generation of the Sonic Racing series, developed by Sonic Team and the Sega Arcade Racing Team. You can feel brand new experience from the new future travel ring, which you can warp in the race. Also, unlike another kart racing game, this game will have online cross-platform matchmaking.
Well, I mean,
So,
you can't really
you can
take a
race
dig at
against
Nintendo
all
for
of
that.
your
I mean,
friends
it's
across
only
all of the
available on the
platform.
Switch too.
Lastly, I have one more
Cross-platform.
thing I'd like
Oh,
to
no,
show
Nintendo
everyone
can't do
here
that.
today.
Nintendo can't do that.
Take a look inside of the travel ring.
Minecraft and Sonic. I guess you could say you gotta go craft. Well, I gotta laugh. That's all I want. Next, we're excited to reveal a brand new action RPG from Bandai Namco Studios. Embark on a journey across a dark
Sega and
fantasy world
Microsoft
and
do have
uncover
a really good
vast
relationship.
story that
So,
eclipses
not
time.
surprised.
Time. For some, it heals. For others,
Ew.
wounds. And for our world, it promises only oblivion. Our hopes lost long ago.
Erase my browsing data.
But you have the power to change all of this. If time were a weapon to wield,
Character design
would
looks
you undo the
weird.
sins
Is it me?
of ruin? In this time,
Something about the faces.
or maybe the next, you'll find how to save us all.
Oh, okay. Again, got the first one, never played it. But I don't know how big of that and the Mortal, what was it, Mortal Coil? At the beginning, I don't know how big, those didn't seem like big sellers to me. Especially Code Vein. Every time I turned around, Code Vein was on sale for under $10. Nightmares with a gun. That's not creepy right there. You shoot stuff and it breaks apart and it makes little people or little things.
That was a very moody, cool new game. That was End of Abyss, the debut title from Malmo, Sweden-based Section 9 Interactive, an atmospheric action-adventure game coming in
Shoes are so
2026
distracting to me.
the Epic Games Store and consoles. Next, we'll step into the black and white world of rubber hose animation with Mouse PI for Hire.
Ooh,
Developed by
when the hell's
first-time
this coming out?
developer
I've actually
Fumi
been waiting
Games
for
and
this.
Published by PlaySide, releasing later this year. Here's a quick new look at the game and the reveal of a familiar voice.
There's something rotten at the heart of Mouseburg.
Crooks beware. Detective Pepper's in the house.
There are those who would bend the city to their will.
Dumb wise guys and fake cheese wheels.
And those who do anything to save it.
They won't even know what hit them.
Oh, God, really? Everything.
Another role for Troy Baker.
Wait, did they say it was going to be on console?
That's not all from PlaySide. Now comes the announcement of another ambitious project from this independent Australian developer. We've been talking to them for a while about this project, which builds on their recent launches of Kill Knight and Age of Darkness. But this takes things to a whole new level. It's a premium, real-time strategy game built for PC based on one of the most iconic fantasy franchises in the world. Any guesses? Let's take a look.
Lord of the Rings. No, it's Game of Thrones.
You may think you know how the game is played. But this
And that's how it
is
should have
not
been in the
game
show.
You know.
He should have fought the Night King and beat him.
This is your legacy. You decide who wins and who dies. Game of Thrones. War for Westeros.
Real-time strategy. Okay.
All right, now it is time for the global reveal of an FPS action-adventure RPG.
That was a lot of abbreviations.
The great Silkovsky once said, one could count 1,000,000 billion suns in the known universe. So why do we deny other intelligent beings? It is said, if they were out there, they would have visited Earth.
Whale Factory.
My answer is, maybe they will visit us. But time has not come yet for this. The dawn of a new era. The era of atomic.
Shit.
Part 2.
Oh, yeah, I got to definitely mute that. What is it with these sequels they're announcing to? I mean, in my opinion, the nothing games. Like Atomic Heart 1 came out and it just came and went. What is it? Mortal Coil, Code Vein. I mean, Mortal Shell. I'm sorry, Mortal Shell. God, jeez, this stuff right. Mortal Shell. I mean, not that not that there's nothing wrong that they're making sequels to these games, but I just didn't think that they sold or sold well enough to warrant sequels. Hey, it was Elon Musk. Let's see, is that still going? Yeah, that's still going. Yeah, because every time I turned around, those games they went down in price so fast, or they were on like ridiculous deep discount, and this was on Game Pass, and I didn't hear anything about it other than people played it for about a week or so, and then you just heard nothing about it. This will definitely, I mean, if they're going to be doing these sequels to these games, it will definitely get you hyped up to maybe play
That's
the originals.
Right.
I mean, I'm curious to play the originals now.
Development at Munfish on Unreal Engine 5, a spiritual successor to the first game with a retro futuristic world on a global scale, and this time there's a greater emphasis on RPG elements and player freedom. But that, believe it or not, is not all from Munfish today.
So wait. It's a sequel, but it's a spiritual successor? Or are they talking about this?
Is it recording?
Yeah, it is.
It's in the sky, a giant cube.
Oh, fuck the Borg.
I can still barely believe it myself. When it showed up, I was in the lab. I didn't even see it. You know? I felt that same fear, though.
Great delivery.
A terrible sense of my own powerlessness. How did the whole of humanity miss it? And did we actually miss it? What if the cube didn't appear, but revealed itself? What if it was always there, and we've only just started to see it?
Kill it! Kill it with fire.
Cute little guy. The Cube is yet another new project from Munfish, an MMORPG shooter set in the Atomic Universe on a massive levitating cube you can see there, where the edges are constantly rotating to create unique gameplay combinations that are ever evolving. All right, let's jump into the Marvel Cosmic Invasion universe. The new retro beat-em-up coming to PC and consoles this holiday with multiplayer fun for up to 4 players. You can pick between 15 Marvel characters to play, but so far, only 7 have been revealed. Well, now it's time to meet the next 2.
They're all in on that beefy She-Hulk. I mean, I've really liked the Shredder's Revenge. This is the same company that made that, so yeah, I can definitely give this one a shot.
This isn't hell.
Oh my world. What is this place? Also, you don't have a chance. Not enough. I need more. Pick your battle, piggy.
We both want the same thing, Musashi. But there's only room for one at the top. And it won't be a coward who runs from jewels. Words never did work between us, did they?
Sasaki Ganyu.
Adoy.
That was a new look at Onimusha Way of the Sword, which we announced back in December at the TGAs. It is coming in 2026 and will be playable this summer at Gamescom. Now let's completely switch gears. You guys all know I love my puppets, and this next project is one I've been tracking for a few years. As a team,
that's
at
a fetish we don't
String
need to know
Studios
about,
is
Jeff
using
Keighley.
Unreal Engine 5 to create an insane digital puppeteering pipeline. It's actually a thing. What you're about to see is running completely in real time in Unreal, and I cannot wait to play it. Here is an unexpected new game announcement that combines comedic storytelling and arcade fighting action. Check this out.
Oh my god, is it a Muppet fighting game?
Fuzzy, the tournament of a million punches, you'll get yourself killed!
All right, you little sack of fuzzy shit. Show me what you got. What? If you're gonna be champ, we gotta transform you. Why are you even here? Don't waste my time.
I mean, I want to say that kind of looks real, but I know that's in-game engine. The hair, the way the hair is, it kind of makes it
boy.
confirms that it's all in-game stuff.
Carb this maid ain't gonna be itself. I've been taking dumps in there all day. Jeff.
Felt that boxing. Felt. Puppet Punch Out. Okay. I mean, it looks really good.
Super fun. Got to wish list that, right? All right, well, next it's time to see the announcement of a brand new game in Deception We Trust.
An ancient white castle deep in the mountains, lost
It is.
to time
It does.
and
It is
legend.
nice breath
Only
of
the
fresh
chosen
air when you
find
get
their
something
way here.
really different in these.
Gathered from every
Typically,
corner
all
of
this
the
stuff
earth,
kind of looks
divided yet bound. Wolves and lambs, engaged in a perilous dance of wits, a game where truth is but a shadow. Enough theatrics. I'll get to the point. Killer N is a murder mystery action game. The killers lurk elusively in plain sight. Kill someone and a clue will remain. Hair, fingerprints, blood, clothes. The lambs scramble to find clues, one step closer to unmasking the culprits. Who is guilty will eventually come to light. Wolves win by killing every lamb. Lambs win by rooting out every wolf. Such simple rules. But there's so much more to this game of murderous mystery. Complete quests to level up. Buy items with the gold you earn. Loot chests for weapons and armor. Steal items, blow up opponents, poison others, place traps. Discover one of your own is a wolf. Is killing not to your taste? Then you'd better escape the castle. Now the paths to victory are clear. You would do well to remember, deceit and deduction are your strongest weapons in this game of life or death. Your invitation awaits.
They're in a long line of Among Us.
That was Killer In, a 24-player multiplayer game from Square Enix where you compete in a game of
Square
life or
Enix,
death
you know it's
using
gonna
social
fail.
deduction skills to win. All right, it's hard to believe this next game was first announced at
shut down a
TGA
year
in
after release.
2021. And though it's been a while, their recent tech tests prove that some things are definitely worth the wait. I'm of course talking about Arc Raiders. This is one of the most anticipated games of the year, and we're excited to share a new trailer which will tell you more about the mysteries surrounding the world of Speranza and the long-awaited launch date coming later this year. From Embark Studios, here's the world premiere of the release date trailer for Arc Raiders.
This is another Sony live action, live services.
Breathe. Let your body settle into a slower rhythm. Clear your mind of all distractions. You don't have to walk this path alone. Surround yourself with resourceful friends. Here, you are in control.
Well, that is great and everything. Gameplay would be great.
That's right, everyone.
All that
Arc
was
Raiders
a
is coming
pre-rendered
October
trailer.
30th, 2025 for PC and console. Congrats to Embark Studios. All right, Dune fans, now you can finally step onto the world of Arrakis yourself. Dune Awakening combines the survival and MMO genres with a thrilling cinematic story. It arrives on PC in just a few days on June 10th, but you can play it right now in Steam Advanced Access. Here is a brand new look.
I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna step away for a second, grab some drink while this plays, so I'll be right back. Yay, Dune. I have never seen any of those movies. But I'll say that dragonfly copter thing, that's pretty cool. That's something right out of G.I. Joe. I'm going to show you my steak knife. That's all they're doing. They're showing each other steak knives. I mean, is this a war over whose steak knives can cut a tin can faster and then still be able to be sharp enough to cut a tomato?
I saw my world fall to ash, consumed by the void. Try as I might to quell their advance, 'twas all for naught.
I'm gonna guess this is a live service
Some
game.
say time stops for no one. Neither man nor God,
Or it's
living
a
nor dead.
Soulsborne game. They're getting to where they're just so hard. So
Yet what
hard
then
to
of
tell
those who deigned to turn back the hands of fate?
if this is just a regular action game or it's
To save what remains
Soulsborne
of
or
our
it's a live
broken
service.
worlds. You would only take my hand. Return to the past, where your journey awaits.
Chrono Odyssey. Playtest on Steam. Yep. Yeah. Live service game.
Every hero's tale begins with a trial. But the true lead of the story
It's
has
all
yet to
look the
emerge.
same to me.
Whatever's coming next cannot be easy.
I will never forget my cause.
What is more compelling to you, sir?
Just as he once came to me, filling that dark tower with light.
What happened while I was out? So I hear you're looking for someone?
The victors show no mercy to the defeated. People here despise weakness, worship strength, and crave glory. I never doubted that you'd end up here.
I'm merely curious. What ending have you penned for Septimont this time?
Man, it's hard to tell.
A rat in the vessel.
All right, at least okay. So at least this is something different. Platform.
All your secrets.
Metroidvania platformer.
And don't come back.
That's Mio Memories in Orbit, a stunning new Metroidvania platformer that has a demo on Steam you can play right now as part of Next Fest. What you're about to see next is a stop-motion co-op platformer where everything has been crafted by hand. It's called Out of Words, and I'm honored to show it to you today.
Huh. Again, something unique and different. And it's epic, just like the puppet fighting game. Okay. That
What a really unique
that
and
ends
different
up
game.
being
This August
good.
signals the
That'll
release
get
of
that,
Mafia:
what,
The Old
Split
Country, the next entry in the
Fiction,
acclaimed
It
Mafia
Takes Two
franchise
crowd.
from the team at Hangar 13. It's a gritty mob story set in the brutal underworld of 1900 Sicily. Here is the Summer Game Fest trailer.
Betrayal burns because it can only come from someone close. An enemy can't hurt you like a friend.
Who are you?
Sono Enzo. I work here.
I thought this game was out
friends,
already.
My family. My beautiful daughter, Isabella.
Don Torrisi looks out for people around here. Sometimes the client is feeling less than cooperative and we need to, teach them a lesson. Remind them of their obligations.
Peace is between us and Spadaro.
Where I come from, commitment means everything.
If this is how he wants it, this is how it'll be.
The Dons noticed you, Enzo. This is an opportunity.
Do you wish to commit to this family?
Enzo! We can't let them get away!
When Isabella became involved, it became our business.
Piggy Puttana!
It's family. Loyalty is everything.
We do not always get to choose what we do.
We can choose who we are.
And who are you, Enzo?
I could have sworn that game was out
And
already.
if you thought that guy was a stud, just wait till you see this next game. LEGO Voyagers captures the creative, hands-on spirit of classic LEGO play and will also support a Friends Pass, just like Split Fiction. Here's the first ever look.
Huh. Yeah, they were kind of looking like they've been pretty loose on those Lego blocks. That, I don't know, that could be a simple kind of fun.
Hello, Summer Game Fest! I'm Carolyn Lawrence, voice actor for a few familiar faces you might have grown up with on Nickelodeon. Some with squirrel suits, thank you. Some with science smarts, and some with serious attitude. Nickelodeon has always been about wild worlds and weirder characters. And while I'm mostly sworn to secrecy today, I am thrilled to have a hand in revealing something that brings a lot of those characters together like never before. I hope you enjoy the first look at Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny. Yee-haw!
It clicked. It clicked.
A great evil would emerge. However, a brave and wise and powerful and ridiculously handsome wizard would call upon his magic powers to summon the most ferocious, most awesome, most totally radical team of adventurers the land had ever seen. They alone would be able to...
It's that weird. That got that weird animation style to it. Not that I'd play that anyway.
It's been almost 2 years since players first stepped into the role of Geppetto's puppet to save the city of Krat from disease and puppet frenzy in Lies of P. Overture is a DLC expansion to Lies of P that transports players back in time with new characters, environments, and of course, imposing enemies and bosses. Here's the exclusive new look.
I'm all about this. Oh, you get a bow! Oh, Wolverine claws! Oh, and are they going to actually give you outfits now? Like better outfits? Oh, man, that's a cool touch. No, don't freeze up. Ah, shit!
Yes, that's right. Overture is available today across all platforms to play, so enjoy it this weekend. All right, next up, the small video game publisher Serenity Forge, based in Boulder, Colorado, shared this game with me a few months back with a DM that said, Doki Doki Literature Club meets Silent Hill. That piqued my interest. I think you might get a kick out of this announcement, too.
I sit at the front of the dinner table where he used to be. 5 plates full. Plates of food. Plates of tomatoes. Plates of hay. Plates of angels. Plates of her legs. Beautiful. Broken. Plates of flowers. Plates and plates. The garden.
I'm already looking at the store for Xbox for Overture.
Dinner's ready. There's a hunger that feeds and blooms, and I will feed, and I will bloom.
I don't know if that was a free update or not. I'm gonna have to check.
I wouldn't recommend eating those tomatoes. All right, NCSoft is expanding its Blade and Soul universe. Let's take a look at the rich lore and dynamic action in Blade and Soul Neo, just out on Steam, and Blade and Soul Heroes coming soon.
I gotta grab something real quick while that's going on. Go ahead, and I gotta pull it out. I gotta pull out the copy of Liza P I got still sealed. Because I've been playing it on Game Pass, and it's not on Game Pass anymore. So of course I got to get this in there to get ready because it's already installed. Let's get it in there so I can get access to it. So I can get Overture. Shit, that may change things up tonight. Ah, man, oh man. Remember when I said take everything announced with a grain of salt? Well, sometimes there'll be a few that slip by you and what the hell? How's that fair? I mean, he's one punch. That's it. How is that? Oh, wait. Character riding them out. Nintendo, where are you? Sue, Sue, Sue. I've not even seen. I've heard good things about it. Of course, I'm behind on One Piece myself. And I wasn't aware that they're doing Lego One Piece sets. But it looks like it's more inspired on the live action than it is the anime. Register now. Live service.
.6 is available today. This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4.
Human Creator is now fully integrated into Unreal Engine.
You're seeing
wondering why
in real time.
CD Projekt Red went from their in-house.
It started with an epic mega
Unreal,
grant, and it's now a serious contender for Game of the Year.
That Mongil Dive will be exclusively on the Epic Game Store.
I'd like to read a little bit more into that because it just my first thought would be there probably was a ton of like glitches and bugs with their system. They just decided to go something a little bit more proven. Problem is they're gonna have to, they have to pay licensing fees and stuff like that to use the Unreal Engine.
We altered the course of nature.
But you don't know if that's going to affect anything like with DLC or anything later on, because typically CD Projekt Red minus Cyberpunk just gave out, I think for the most part, gave out their DLC stuff for free.
To find hope within this chaos. Well, to help life find a way.
I'm Celia from Yacht Club Games.
Oh, what kind of Shovel Knight craziness are we getting?
10 years ago, we broke new ground with our first game, Shovel Knight. Today, I'm thrilled to share a world premiere look at our next IP, Mina the Hollower. Mina continues our traditions of refining retro gameplay for a new generation. It's a bone-chilling adventure that it blends intense combat, free roaming exploration, and precise platforming. As Mina, a whip-wielding hollower, you'll burrow through danger and unravel the mysteries of a cursed island. A decade ago, we unearthed a groundbreaking legend. This year, we're bringing our next bona fide classic.
Oh God, this game was announced years ago. Just now. Okay, so they finally got a release date. I mean, a release time for this. And this was so long ago. I want to say it was like three years ago, maybe. On Halloween. Huh. Halloween, no doubt.
All right. This is a special one. Our next game comes from a well-known developer that has done... Yeah. Oh, Kyle Bossman, everyone. Final Bossman. All right, well, let me see what this says. Hey, Jeffy. If you're reading this, it means three things. Number one, you're killing it at the fest with your oodles of totally natural charisma. Debatable. B, I'm at your house playing long darts with the fam. And three, you're going to do me a solid and skip that Silk Song trailer so you can pimp my revolutionary VR gaming venture that will shock the industry.
Oh, wow. I'm glad somebody...
wait.
I'm glad they're fully aware of his sneakers.
All right, let's take a look.
Ah, is it a Deadpool game?
Ooh, Red Band trailer. Hell yeah. Handcrafted with cuddles by the Merc with a MetaQuest. Kick back and bask in the glory of gaming's first quintuple A tropical farming sim experience. Oh, hi, new friend.
So is that a canon thing now? Deadpool's always going to sound like Ryan Reynolds?
Late-stage capitalism and enter a world of VR magic and wonder. You'll care for exotic pets, the elderly, and dysfunction with hip-hop Satan. Oh, hi, don't worry, he's a fascist. He deserves this big time. This guy's a total dick. What the hell? Who designed this shit? I wiped my ass on this first. You're welcome. Who got the lobotomy with fries? All your dreams of being inside me come true in VR. Spider-Man gets Insomniac, and I get this shit? I'm craving Korean barbecue now. Is that weird? Whoa!
Huh. Surprised that is not on PlayStation VR.
Neil Patrick Harris is Deadpool. All right.
Oh,
Next
that
year
was
at Games,
okay. So if we can't get
Dying
Ryan
Light
Reynolds,
the
we'll get somebody that sounds kind of close to Ryan Reynolds,
horror games.
but
Kyle
without
Crane
the
is back
timing.
as the player character in this title that blends open world and action survival horror. Let's take a look at the latest trailer with some big news: the release date.
Puppy? What can you tell me about the Baron?
He's a narcissistic sociopath. He's experimenting on humans like they're lab rats.
Hey, puppy. Puppy. Puppy.
God only knows what the Baron's planning to do with those monsters.
don't care how high his walls are or how big his army is. That fucker will pay for what he did to me. All the years he took from me, all the agony he put me through.
You want revenge?
Damn right I do!
Huh. Dying Light the Beat. Okay.
E&F is an old chemical factory south of the city. The Baron's men operate out of there.
Then I'll go there and fucking kill him.
Language.
There's the big news. Dying Light the Beast is coming on August 22nd, Gamescom week. All right. This next game draws inspiration from classic coming-of-age films to capture the highs and lows of adolescence, the bonds of friendship, and the nostalgia of growing up. Mixtape comes from Beethoven and Dinosaur, an Annapurna Interactive, and this is your exclusive new look at this game that plays like a love letter to teenage memories.
What are we doing?
Hanging out, getting buzzed.
I've got to get out of this place.
At the end of an era, when
So
everything's about to change,
almost like it's the
time
touch,
to look
but
back
not quite the
on your
touch.
greatest hits.
Mom, who is it?
One moment. It's the pigs, darling.
Shit!
This year, experience a retrospective like no other. Beethoven and Dinosaur invites you to relive the teenage riot, to spend one last night together before school's out forever. And with a soundtrack this good, it's gonna be one hell of a night. And The Cure.
So, in other words, I can't stand Bush, of course. Got the touch. So a game you can't stream.
Experience it for yourself. Mixtape. Nothing but the hits.
Yeah, okay. Some people will play that.
Trust you have seen it. A beautiful world where harmony reigns. Will you struggle until your last fleeting moment? Your destinies are sealed. There is no
You gotta love you gotta love when you get Western artists that design anime characters, because you can really tell. Because if it was like real anime, there'd be a lot of detail in drawings.
And just getting started. Let's put it into action.
This not.
The surge of power.
They like the look, but not the actual detail that goes behind the work. Vibrant colors and everything.
Get ready. Everyone, are you with me? We will live on in this world. No matter what hardships await. We fight for a future filled with hope. Toa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree.
This fall on Nickelodeon.
A beautiful game. That was the global announcement of Toa, a new roguelike from Bandai Namco and developer Brownies, a game drawing from classic Japanese art with a whimsical spin on Eastern mysticism.
That is published by
Next, we want to introduce you to a
Namco,
game made by
but
a first-time
it's made
solo
in
developer
the West.
in
Yeah.
Bandung, Indonesia. With the help of 9 of his friends, he's built an intense action beat-em-up with brutal hand-to-hand combat set in his hometown. This is Acts of Blood.
They left me with nothing. No justice, no peace. just names on the wall. The hunt isn't over. Not until I kill them all.
Very, very budgety. But I will say the fighting was pretty nice. Hey, you see that fat guy just crouching like he's sneaking to pounce on the dude?
Bad.1.
Axe of blood. I thought it was axe. Still not very
amazing what these solo devs can do today.
Original
now
title.
It is time for the reveal of the next game from Montreal-based Tribute Games, the makers of TMNT Shredder's Revenge and Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which you saw a little bit earlier. If you're like me, you've been waiting for more than a decade for this reveal.
Have I now? Well, if it's in Toronto, don't necessarily want to go to Toronto. Okay. I really did like the first Scott Pilgrim game. And you know what? I'm really disappointed in myself when they re-released it. I never played it again.
Scott Pilgrim's back with his fists flying in a brand new brawling adventure in EX. You'll battle through space-time and the streets of my hometown of Toronto with Scott, Ramona, and
but if
five
it's
of their
behind the
former
studio that did
rivals in this online
Shredder's
four-player
Revenge,
co-op adventure
I'll be
with a story written by
be
Scott
okay with
Pilgrim
that.
creator Brian Lee O'Malley.
I just gotta take a
we're
look
gonna
to
be
see
right
who
back,
did the original.
But first, we have a very special message from Maggie Robertson, TGA winner in 2021 for her performance in Resident Evil Village.
Ah, there you are. Wait long. We've been preparing delightful ways to make you suffer. So enter the village if you dare. We've slashed the price to be lower than ever for you simple little man things. Still thirsty? Worry not, you ungrateful wretch. There's plenty more fun to go around. Now cease this foolishness and make your decision wisely.
Okay, I got an announcement for a Capcom. Hey. Here, gotta take a look real quick.
Since the dawn of time,
take a look at this
humankind
just
has
to be
been
sure.
obsessed with the hard.
Nature Boy. Woo!
Now, a glorious morning has dawned.
About time we get us a
On
Nature Boy
something
game.
That's simply harder. Scum.
Right, that first Scott Pilgrim, that was all Ubisoft. You know, Ubisoft when they were
just got
good.
harder.
Scum, S-C-U-M, Scum. Oh, this came up in the conversation quite a bit this week.
Come with me.
If you want to leave.
At first, I thought it was just broken synapses in my head.
Keep your lens feed on.
I've been seeing things. Like a part of me that's been buried down deep feels like it's just knocking to get
Yeah,
out.
because there's been a lot of talk about when this one's going to come out.
I'll be seeing you around, Charlie. Maybe this is the real me.
Diaz, you were a good soldier.
I think there was some gameplay floating around on this, and it just didn't look impressive. There we go.
It's activating.
June 10th. That's going to be Tuesday. Okay.
Hi everyone, I'm Hakan Abrak, CEO of IO Interactive. We can't wait for you to discover Mindside when it launches on June the 10th from Builder Rocket Boy and IO partners. And yes, you may have noticed Agent 47 will be contracted for a very special assignment in Red Rock City. This week, we finally revealed 007 First Light to the world, and your reactions were heartwarming. It's coming in 2026, but we want to make the wait more exciting. We are bringing someone into Hitman, the World of Assassination, who is very dear to the Bond universe. Let's take a look.
Oh, we'll get to see more of this.
Your target is the elusive shadow banker, known only as Le Chiffre, a financial mastermind with suspected ties to the criminal underworld. He has arranged a high-stake poker game at the Casino Monarchique in Paris. Our clients have deemed this unacceptable.
I've invited these people for a reason. I know their weaknesses. Mr. Rengang, he's too impatient, and Miss Bai, well, she likes a drink. Don't know about the newcomer, Mr. Smith, though. He's the only wild card. Well, this is turning into an interesting evening.
Welcome to the VIP room here at the Casino Monarchique.
Reaper. Unusual name.
Names are for friends. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Le Chiffre?
So what did the hitman do? Did he bonk James Bond in the back of the head
and
and
007 are coming
hide him in the
together
closet
in a very
and take
unexpected
his clothes?
We know our players waited a long time for 007 First Light. It's just around the corner, coming out next year. However, Hitman is live right now. So I thought, why wait? And I asked a fellow Danish friend to join me here. As a matter of fact, he is here with us today.
That's right, everyone at Summer Game Fest, please welcome the great Mads Mikkelsen. Good to see you, Mads. Thank you for joining us, and thanks for coming to Summer Game Fest. Mads, you are Cliff, but you're also Agent 47's next target as Le Chiffre, the villain we know from Casino Royale.
Yep, that's it. And you know, this is, I've always had a deep love for this character. It's a role that means a lot to me because of a lot of reasons. So when Haggard gave me the chance to step into the shoots of Le Chiffre once again, I did not hesitate for 1 second.
Because
but this
I
time is a
wanted
little
the money.
different. He's more confident. He's dangerous. He's not just a brilliant mind hiding behind a desk. He is visceral, unpredictable, and ruthless. And let's just say this time he doesn't outsource the violence anymore.
So this mission is set in a casino in Paris. We want to make an homage to the movie Casino Royale while keeping surprises for our players. James Bond and Agent 47 have very different set of skills, and the mission will be handled in very different creative ways.
Yeah, he's not going to beat me in poker. He's going to figure something else out.
So I guess it is not just about the shot, it's about the bluffing around the table this time?
Yeah, sure, exactly. It's the Chiffre is always like 2 steps ahead of you. He reads you before you read him, so it's a little like bringing a chess player to a poker game.
We built the mission to allow several parts, unexpected characters, appearances, and even custom poker mechanics.
Wow, all right, well, when do we get to play this?
That's the best part. We wanted to surprise you, so the team is updating the game as we speak. Le Chiffre, Elusive Target mission starts today in a few hours.
Will that be on the Switch
only
too?
30 days,
Because that's what I
and
got.
if you play it, you'll unlock a unique reward in 007 First Light.
Amazing. All right. Well, Hakan, Mods, thanks for joining us for Summer Game Fest. Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you so
us.
much.
Thank
All right,
you.
great to see you. Great stuff. All right, now here's the announcement of a new party game coming later this year that will delight LEGO fans, made with over 1 million LEGO bricks, 300 minifigures, and over 700 trillion minifigure combinations.
It's Saturday night somewhere, so make some noise for LEGO Party!
Get ready!
For a nail-biting competition.
We're minifigures, Dad. We don't have nails. It's an action-packed contest to collect the most golden bricks.
But will you be helped by friendly krakens?
Or hindered by evil monsters.
Or
Mario
will you be
Party
toasted
with
by a
Legos.
flying
Got
wizard
it.
with wings?
That's a dragon, Ted. And what about our amazing mini-games, Ted? We've got more of them than you can count.
More than 10?
It's actually more like 60.
Whoa, that's a lot!
With surprises around every corner, anything can happen.
Anything?
Anything.
Anything?
Yes, anything.
Okay, but certainly not a giant crab, a mythical king cobra, or Master Wu smashing a crate.
Those were literally just on screen, Ted.
Wow! We've got all that and more in LEGO Party! Whoa, that is looking mighty tasty.
You notice that says Switch and not Switch 2?
All right, next, a new look at a new team shooter from Dreamhaven and Moonshot Games. 20 players across 5 ships venture into the most treacherous region of space, hoping to get their hands on the artifact. The game is called Wildgate, and the open beta starts next week during Steam Next Fest. And we're also very happy to announce the game will launch on July 24th for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox. Let's see what it means to get into some serious space shenanigans.
Space shenanigans?
Danger. Reactor overload.
Okay.
I've got the artifact. Laser round installed.
This feels bad.
Now their ship is flying. Is that the artifact?
Safe
This'll be good.
So this is Space Capture the Flag. That oh, somebody will like that, not me.
I'm proud to reveal to you the next game from Toronto-based Drinkbox Studios, the team behind the Guacamelee series and Nobody Saves the World. They're making a full 3D game that can be played alone or with a friend in co-op. You can find out more during Day of the Devs right after the show, but for now, here is the global reveal of Blighted.
Looking over this decaying world, one can only wonder, how did it all come to this? It began with the ancient rituals, the dead buried with a seed from the trees of memory. Those who ate of the fruit saw the lives they lived and passed their knowledge to future generations until Sorcisto, in his lust for power, consumed the brains of the living, spreading this blight. You harbor it too, I see.
I mean, is that really 3D? It's like isometric. But I'm nitpicking.
Should you fall, pray the vultures consume you before the blight does.
Eh.
There is more Blighted coming up right after the show in Day of the Devs. All right, next is a first-person survival action horror game from Team Clout. It's a new team of 50 with founders in Canada and Armenia. They partnered with the new Munfish Powerhouse label to bring this insane Unreal Engine 5 game to life with unpredictable monsters and visceral dismemberment. Here is your first look.
Funfish name's been quite a bit in this presentation. Ew! Blobbies. Oh shit, that's a rat king. Or a blobby king. Get the words out. My favorite technique, go for the knees. Oh, Jesus. Pick a baby.
Poor little babies. All right, Mecha Break is one of 2025's most anticipated shooters, with its previous beta amassing over 300,000 concurrent players on Steam and 3 million players in total. In this game, you explore a sci-fi universe and pilot powerful mechs with immersive aerial and ground combat. As a top wishlisted game, players are clamoring to know just one thing: when is the release date? Well, here's Mecha Break's latest trailer with the answer you've all been waiting for.
Growing Martian zones force the Thalassic Federation to advance its Project Enterprise.
No, Rupert, no! you're a bum, you always have to have your flight gear on at all times. You never know when you're called back to action. Even though you probably wanted to stay hidden.
In this next title, small-scale players traverse the oversized world around them, filled with local wildlife and hostile machines. Built by a small 8-person studio, this is Infinitesimals.
Mechanical is approaching.
Bugman.
We must now face a stark reality.
Okay. Ants with the Z got really hardcore, didn't it?
We were expecting to join. There's no more.
Whatever it takes, we find a way.
Infestimals. Okay.
2026 marks the 30th anniversary of a legendary video game franchise that I think we all know very well. Please check this out.
Happy birthday to you.
Is this it? Is this Resident Evil 9?
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. And to celebrate early, a special message from Takeuchi-san.
マギーさんありがとうございます。カプコン竹内です。皆様のおかげでバイオハザードも30周年を迎えることができました。ありがとうございます。さてお待たせしているバイオハザードの最新作なんですが、もう少しだけ、あと瞬きするぐらいの間だけお待ちいただければと思います。それではこれからもバイオハザードシリーズよろしくお願いいたします。ありがとうございました。
Wow, they just tickled the balls there, didn't they?
A glass of wine too. All right. Thank you, Takeuchi-san, for that very special message. We cannot wait for when the time is right to share more leading into the anniversary of Resident Evil. Now it is time for the next big update for a beloved franchise.
Let's rumble.
No, Kenny Omega. Oh, that's weird. See his bulge when he that.
Street Fighter 6.
I was about to say, and then they're all going to be modeled after Kenny Omega. Well, it's Team Fortress 2.
Wish list now.
That was Last Flag, a new online action game from the new indie studio Night Street Games, which is the ultimate game of capture the flag set in the 1970s. As you saw, the closed alpha will be starting later this year. Next, we have a beautiful new trailer for a Souls-like action RPG game developed in China by Lenzi, Wuchang Fallen Feathers, which is launching on July 24th. Here's a look.
Is this bloodshed really
Okay,
what
there
you
is a
wanted?
lot of the Souls.
Fate is all set in stone. You can't change how it ends.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is going to be on Game Pass, so I will give this one a shot. Because if you haven't been watching my gameplay stuff, I'm pretty much getting finished up with Wukong.
What will it take?
6 months.
To finally awaken you.
Which I will be on. I'll be on Saturday to play that, I think. Maybe Sunday. Since my schedule for next week's kind of like lined in a little bit better now. That may shift around. Wu-Tang, what the hell? Wu-Tang's for everybody.
Where is the Wu-Tang Clan?
Find them.
Ah, God, that's got that shitty Spider-Man low frame rate animation. And the studio that's behind us
Ghostface
is
Killer
a
is
little
calling
on
on
the iffy
you
side.
to rescue his Wu brothers. Wu-Tang Rise of the Receiver is a new co-op action RPG with anime-style fighting, and it's the debut title from the 53-member Brass Lion Entertainment.
Brass Lion.
Now, here's a new look at Guild Wars 2, which has new
there's a lot of
updates,
shit that
including
goes
player
on with
housing,
that
and is
studio.
free to play. This weekend, to celebrate SGF, you can take advantage of double XP all weekend long.
My calling takes me far from home.
Guild Wars 2,
where
people are still
shared
playing
struggles
that?
form fast bonds.
My greatest advantage?
I
Adaptability.
remember being at GameStop when that came out.
Me. My story.
My story, my story is yours.
Well, we know who sponsored this. 20% off. Yeah.
You're never gonna guess what happened.
Oh, wow.
I took a bullet, I died, I came back.
It's 2, huh?
And I met Johnny Silverhand. Chip. Long story.
Here is another game throwing back to a classic animation style. Enter a surreal world where you're a down-on-his-luck outcast who has to battle his inner demons, literally, in this action roguelike. Here's Into the Unwell.
Ew.
Another relapse, huh? Get well soon.
Oh, I get it. Well.
Maybe it's too much for someone like you. Delusional. It won't always be so easy.
Huh.
You still look a little unwell.
Looks interesting. Huh.
Hey guys, I'm Ian Prue, the co-founder of 1047 Games. When we started Splitgate in our dorm room, we just wanted to make a game we could play with our friends. And 20 million of you played with us.
Nice hat.
Now, with the help from our amazing community, we've built Splitgate 2. Why? Because I grew up playing Halo. And I'm tired of playing the same Call of Duty every year. And I wish we could have Titanfall 3. With Splitgate 2, we asked ourselves, how would we take portals to the next level? What if you could portal to entirely different worlds? So we combined the action, movement, and gunplay of arena shooters with the scale and intensity of something much bigger. Splitgate Battle Royale launches free right now, and it's fucking awesome.
There you go. Just that. Say what you gotta say and walk out.
Water placement, expertly done. This is the epitome of sport. They are splitting savants and jetpack geniuses. The movement is so fluid, so fast, you can't stop it, you can't catch. And he complete the comeback, he's going to try. He shoots, he gets the kill. Now that's how you portal. They're not done yet. They got one, they got another. They're going to do it. They're going to see that.
Huh. May have to take a look at that.
Now we are honored
Looks
to
like there's a
showcase
lot of
the latest
shit that goes
project
on
from
in
the
it, but I'll have to
talented
take a look
minds
at
at
that.
RGG Studio in Japan.
Where
What is this? Another like a dragon. Yeah, get yourself through the crowd there. Oh.
Got a name?
Mako. Daito.
Daito. A Jap then, huh?
Don't I look like one?
You're not? So, what are you then?
Sana. 俺が知りてえや。
Stranger Than Heaven. All right, you piqued my interest.
You saw it at TGA last year as Project Century set in 1915, and now the full name has been revealed. Stranger Than Heaven, the brand new title from RGG Studio. This time it's now 1943, and knowing RGG, I'm sure more surprises are surely on their way. All right, well, we're almost done here, but we do have one final, very special global game announcement to share with all of you who've been waiting. Today, we've showcased a lot of projects from teams around the world, including many brand new studios, and we're proud of that. But this one comes from a studio that is no stranger to delivering blockbuster games time and again. When I first got a glimpse at this project last summer, I was absolutely blown away by the scale, scope, and ambition of this developer's vision. And while there are many places, really any place, this game could have been revealed, we are so deeply honored that we get to share it with the world right here at Summer Game Fest.
The cubicle. Go by the cubicle.
Grace. Grace. Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Oh, coming. If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now, I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
Stay close.
Huh.
I know
searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are my hope.
Trailer is very confusing.
Everyone's gone.
Oh shit, is this it? This is Resident Evil 9. Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Oh Jesus. That kind of gave it kind of when you looked at the beginning of it, graphically it kind of had that Resident Evil feel to it.
We'll also be hosting opening night
as far as the
live
look
on
on the
Tuesday,
graphics.
August 19th. Resident Evil Requiem marks a bold shift for the franchise, both in tone and gameplay, and today's reveal isn't just about survival horror. Expect high-stakes cinematic action too, with much more to share soon leading up to its launch on February 27th, 2026. Amazing. Thank you, Capcom. That was an amazing announcement. Glad we kept it a surprise. All right, that's going to do it for our live Summer Game Fest show. Let's thank our co-host, Lucy James. Didn't she do a great job, everyone? Good job. Lucy got to see the trailer for the first time.
I know.
Too.
I can't believe it. You kept that so secret.
Very top secret. All good. All right. Well, there's much more Summer Game Fest to come. Make sure to visit summergamefest.com to see a listing of all the digital events this weekend. You can watch and to highlight even more games, including the Xbox Games Showcase on Sunday. And stay tuned online to see coverage of many of the playable games at Summer Game Fest Play Days that's taking place this weekend in LA.
And make sure to stay tuned for Day of the Devs, which is coming up next with additional new reveals from incredible independent studios around the world and deeper looks at some of the independent games we showcased today. Thanks so much, everyone.
We'll be skipping that.
Thanks to you, Lucy. Great job co-hosting. All right, that's going to do it for Summer Game Fest. We will see you at Gamescom on August 19th. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Well, what did everybody think about that? Was there any games that stuck out to you? There was a few that stuck out to me for sure. Oh shit, that's loud over here. All right, God, and you know what? My memory's so bad, I've already forgotten the names of some of these titles. The Scott Pilgrim game stuck out for me. Of course, Liza P. Overture, if that's out now, I am all about that. That's going to probably change my schedule for the night, what I had planned. But already I am popping in the disc. In there, and I'm popping that now. Resident Evil 9, I mean, it was rumored. We finally got it, so it'll be something for next year. I guess they're going to stay on that path of we're going to do different main characters instead of kind of bringing back some of the old characters. It's going to, I guess some part of it's going to take place in Raccoon City, so I guess we're going back to Raccoon City after it was destroyed. And I'm trying to think whatever else. A lot of it to me was just the same old, a lot of MMO, live service kind of games, just stuff that, to me is kind of pushed in the background because there's so much of it. It just, none of that interests me because those games, you just go in and you play them and it's the same thing over and over and over again. And they keep the model going. I thought it was funny at the beginning that they announced sequels to 3 games that I thought had no push at all off of their first ones. Like, I didn't think they had any kind of sales to give them a chance for a sequel. Like, was it Mortal. You know what? I already not forgot the name of it, but Veil. The something hearts. God, I am forgetting these names. I am. You know what? That's why I make a terrible streamer, because I forget the names of this stuff so easily. But it's just weird that they had sequels for those kind of lined up, and then everything else was just just, you know. I mean, there was a few big surprises there, a few nice big surprises. That Splitgate 2, I'll look at that. Because if that sucker plays like Halo, that will be a nice, that'll be something, because Halo has not been, people have just, Halo is not what it used to be. I mean, I think more people still play the Master Chief Collection than they play the Infinite. So, you know, that is what it is. But if you've got a favorite or anything that you saw during the presentation that you're excited about, throw it in the comments. Once we, or if you're in the chat, go ahead and, you know, name it off in the chat. You know, be a nice little discussion piece on that. But again, when it comes to any of these new game announcements, especially if it's a new IP, take it with a grain of salt. Because it may look flashy, it may look cool, but when it comes out, it may end up being total crap. Because right now, we are now living in the age. We're officially in the age of the $80 game. So we got to be a little bit, people are going to be a little bit more cautious on what they spend their money on and whatnot. Let's see. I wanted to check something here real quick before we go, get all this switched up. And I just wanted to take a look. There we go. I've got controllers over here all over the place. Oh, well, what do we do? We got us an update. So we got an update there. So we're going to update Liza P, and we're going to see how that is going to work out. But I will be back on in about an hour. I'm not going to have up exactly what I will be playing just yet, because the plan was Gears of War Judgment, but with that Liza P being live today, we may shift it a little bit. But just keep an eye on my socials if you're interested in checking that out, and we'll have a little fun time with that. But speaking of which, I'll go ahead and I'll plug myself here. I need to get my little flashy thing up here. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to me on Kick, subscribe to me on Twitch, subscribe to me on youtube.com/@NashThunderclap, and right here, Nash Thunderclap Live. I'm on all the socials. Instagram, Facebook, Zitter. That's where you get all my updates. Everything's Nash Thunderclap. And if you're here, you're already here, please like, subscribe, whatever it takes to help me with this crazy algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. So I will be back Sunday here on Nash Thunderclap Live. We will do live reaction to the Xbox presentation. So stay tuned for that. And that's it. So I hope everybody had fun. I appreciate anybody that stopped in for even about 10 seconds of your time. I appreciate it. And until next time, have a good night. Take it easy. We'll see you next time, or we'll see you over on Kick and Twitch. Bye for now.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.